so I can just leg off with the handlebars and just kind of just kind of ride like this. This is a lot of power. Once again, how's everyone doing? Got this new thing right here. The looks like it's a Yamaha MT-10. Got a pretty good deal on it. I know many of you did not expect this, but just took it around the block. Haven't given it any throttle whatsoever. This is gonna be my very first ride on it. Pretty excited, to be honest. As you guys know, I own the 2016 MT-10, and that bike was pretty powerful for me. To be honest, I didn't even need a lot more power than this, but I kind of did want more power than that.
Now, before we go farther into this video, have you had any trouble mounting an action camera on the front of your helmet? For example, this Shoei RF1200 has very complicated curves up front, which make it impossible to mount these generic GoPro mounts. Now, in our opinion, it's very important to have a camera rolling when you're riding, not just for entertainment purposes, but also for your own safety. Luckily, Ridetech Moto creates custom action camera mounts which contour the curves perfectly of many popular helmets. No more messy epoxy, glue, or these large extensions. The process is simple. Peel, stick, and you're ready to ride. We sell mounts for helmet brands such as Shoei, Bell, AGV, and many more. We sell standalone mounts or full adjustable kits that let you adjust the camera at any angle. Complete packages are now back in stock, and we do ship worldwide with low shipping costs. So don't waste any more time and get yours today.
As soon as I got onto this bike, honestly, it doesn't feel any different. I got these shear G type of mirrors on the left and right. Can see shit out of them, but I guess we'll make them work. And yeah, pretty excited, to be honest. As soon as I got on it, it was like the bike is like so much wider now. But when I ride it, it honestly doesn't really feel any different than the MT-10. Just a little bit wider here, but the throttle response. Right now I'm actually in the mode 3 and TCS 3 because I just, like, you know, I don't feel like dying right now. This is actually my very first test ride of this bike. Well, it's not a test ride. I'm riding my own bike, and kind of exciting, to be honest. I've had the other one for more than 2 years, and to be honest, I kind of got bored of the engine sound, that twin-cylinder crossplane. It sounded like really nice at first, but after a while, it, for me, kind of gets boring. This is like just another level on top of that. One of the reasons I actually got this bike is because it has cruise control, and I love me some cruise control. I know for some of you don't care about cruise control, but sometimes when I go on long rides, it's just a pain in the ass holding the throttle in one spot. And hopefully I can test it out a little bit later, see how it actually works. But right now I'm going 74 kilometers an hour. Got a bike behind me in 4th gear, 3,500 RPM, no problem whatsoever. Just filled it up at the gas station, and I know I'll be living there for a while now, because this is probably one of the thirstiest bikes you can get, especially being a 1000 cc motorcycle, which this thing is. And I've seen people doing some wheelies in 4th gear, and it looks pretty insane. So here's a little stretch of road. I'm gonna give it a little bit of throttle, see how this thing goes, if it's fast, if it's slow. I'm gonna assume it's a little bit faster than I think. So let's do this. Clutch engages is in the exact same spot. So let's see. Oh shit! Okay. The TCS kicked in, and I barely gave it anything. That was insane. Let's try this again. Definitely faster than the previous bike I've owned. I don't want to be speeding too much here because there's a lot of police officers right now, especially with all of these coronis going around. But so far, pretty good impressions. The handlebars are pretty wide, much wider than what I'm used to. Also, one of the main points I got this bike compared to like an MT-09 or something like that is obviously the power, but also it has the steering stabilizer, and nobody talks about the steering stabilizer on this bike. Like, no one at all. And for me, it's just like such an important point, because like if your front wheel lands in a not aligned position with your rear wheel, like, you're screwed. But this thing will save your ass. And if I was gonna get a steering stabilizer on like an MT-09, it would cost me like close to freaking like 1,000 Canadian dollars, which is a pretty penny, a pretty dollar to pay here, especially with what's going around right now. Hopefully the mic picks up the sound. It sounds pretty freaking good. I got a full MT-10 Yoshi exhaust on it, got a comfort seat on it, got a ice exhaust link pipe. There's a little bit of gravel here. But first impressions, I am very happy with the bike. I love the dash. I love how many buttons are here. There's so many buttons. Oh, let's test out the cruise control. So I think I'm going 80. I can do this, and I can set it. Whoa, whoa. Damn! It's riding on its own. That's kind of cool. Let's try this again. That was so awesome. So 4th gear. So I can just leg off with the handlebars and just kind of ride like this. Oh man, that's pretty awesome. Oh, okay, it's getting a little bit windy here. But let's turn this off. Give it a one small pull. Has a shift light on there. Ooh. And as you guys can remember, I'm still in the slowest throttle mode and the slowest and the most amount of traction control on this bike right now. And first impressions, pretty happy. I was also looking at the Street Triple RS, but you know, Street Triple RSs went for almost the same price used as this one, and this one only has 1,500 kilometers on it, which is pretty much, it's almost brand new. Like, the person that I bought it from literally just broke in the engine, and then I just bought the bike. So I don't have to take it lightly or slowly. I can just ride whichever way I want. Now we're gonna be coming up to the highway pretty soon. Pretty excited to take it on the highway, see how it does, how the wind protection is. Now, by no means is this a review. These are just my first impressions. Just a regular noob riding a 1000cc motorcycle for the very first time. And I'm a happy boy. It's so comfortable. It's actually way more comfortable than the F-07 I used to own. It just cruises at 74 kilometers like without any problems. I thought it would be way more jerky like all the other Yamahas, but it's not bad at all. Maybe because I'm on the slowest mode right now, so we'll see how it is. Also the dash. I love the dash. It shows you so much information. It shows you your gears. It has a shift light. It has like everything I want. I can control everything from this side right here. If I want to look at the outside temperature, boom, it's 11 Celsius outside. If I want to see the engine temperature, boom, 71 Celsius inside. If I can click and I go through my trip meters, my odometers. Ooh, this is like one of the sketchiest highway entries here in like Greater Toronto area, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. Okay. Some acceleration. Holy shit! And that was like what, half throttle? Definitely a naked bike. A lot of wind resistance, even in my most aerodynamic helmet. Still, if I talk, this is much better, but quite a bit of wind to be honest. It leans with no problems. Oh, brakes are pretty good. And I'm saying pretty good, that's compared to the bike I used to own. So if they're not that good, I can understand your opinion. Gonna make a quick right, quick shifter, easy. A little bit laggy, to be honest, to the one I used to have on my F07. That one, the F07 used to shift much quicker than this one. Oh, so easy. A little bit of third here, but the fact is there are no cars here, so I can do a nice juicy acceleration here. And here we go. Whoa! This is insane! And I only got up to 140. Oh, okay, I gotta get used to this. Oh boy. This is a lot of power for a me. I am definitely, it pulls you off the seat when you ride. This is insane. Also, right now we're gonna test out the U-turns. The F07 was amazing at U-turns. I heard this one is not so good, but it is pretty good. How's it going, fellow motorcycle rider? Okay, we're gonna accelerate one more time. Honestly, it was like kind of hard to control it at that speed. I don't know. This is a lot of power. Okay, gonna downshift and let's do this. Oh boy, this is way too fast. And I'll have to get used to this. The helmet got pressed down on my nose. Oh boy. Okay, that's enough for now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Many other videos are coming out soon. And we will see you in the next one. I'm gonna rest right about here.